Italy, the country that formerly had been the largest empire in existence, once again was on its warpath to becoming so, joining the Nazis and the Japanese in an alliance against the Allies to be able to further expand its already newly prospering nation and re-establish a new Roman Empire with a new Julius Caesar. This Julius Caesar, the father of the fascist doctrine himself, in which his aggressive behavior naturally fit into. His mask of the people's belief in a Julius Caesar had people not seeing the underlying true evil that beheld him. This is Jacob, and this is Italy's path to war. World War I left Italy's economy in ruins as the pillars of the workforce that were holding it up had all been killed for a war that they lacked to know what they were fighting for. With this, leaving the people in desperation and filled with anger, they were struggling and drowning for someone to pull them out of the water at no matter of who and how they did it. The people split in search of hope, and all finding in different ways, but the most popular of what they saw as the light in the darkness was Benito Mussolini. Luigi Facta was forced to give Mussolini the seat of president, but not before long had the Italian parliament been completely dealt with, one way or the other. Benito, better known as the Duce, had absolute power over Italy, and it was only a bit longer that he would use that power for the invasion of Ethiopia. With Mussolini firmly in power, he needed an endorsement of some kind to resemble his power. With that, he looked to the Vatican and got what he wished. The Pope ratified Mussolini's position, giving him more right to rule and a bigger table to stand on. On the 3rd of October of 1935, Mussolini decided to test his new power with the invasion of Ethiopia. The Italians' invasion of Ethiopia was one of complete success, leading to an overall victory for the Italians, and to finally and once again gain the title of empire. This did put Italy on the world's watch list, which seemed to slowly be getting bigger and bigger with time. Seeing as Italy being extremely aggressive in Africa, the British themselves began to worry about their African and Middle Eastern colonies falling to this aggression.
Signor Mussolini arrives at Brunero, a village in the Brenner Pass, to meet the man who has caused more misery in the world than any other since history began. The two dictators shake hands, after which the Duce greets Ribbentrop, the man who said Britain wouldn't fight. The discussions between Hitler and Signor Mussolini took place in a private railway compartment. What was said in their 2.5 hours conversation can only be a matter for conjecture, but it's a pretty good guess that Hitler did not have things all his own way. More hand-raising and the visitors prepare to leave. Another handshake and Hitler is on his way home, a wiser, if not a happier man.
And like that, the father of fascism, Benito Mussolini, joins the Axis, with that symbolizing their power as fascist nations, and not only symbolizing their power, but making people fear their power. France and the United Kingdom were already undergoing secret negotiations between each other to stop them, but they had no idea what to do.
La dichiarazione di guerra è già stata consegnata agli ambasciatori di Gran Bretagna e di Francia.
Italy decides to get directly involved in World War II by declaring war in 1940 on the Allies. The British and French were both expecting this, but it left the French to have to fight a two-front war rather than just one, leading to France's defeat. Italy caught completely massed into the land war, especially in Africa. So England had every reason to be afraid for their colonies. The Italians came up with a plan to invade Egypt, and they did so, expanding their empire even further. But British held out. And the Italians, with no success in the war, would eventually be pushed back into the heart of their own country.
This is the end, my only friend.
Italy's stabbing the back entry into the war. Visions of cheap conquest which would have vanished together with its sawdust Caesar, fascism, the Italian Empire, and after over 3 years of catastrophic warfare, the unconditional surrender of the Italian nation.
No safety.
The prolonged stay in Canada of our great Prime Minister was explained when the magnificent but not wholly unexpected news of Italy's fall came through. Here we see how the citizens of Quebec opened their hearts and lungs in welcome as Mr. Churchill made his 10-mile tour of the city in an open car. Spontaneous affection which rivals our own.
Can you picture what will be? So
Thousands of people fill the spacious lawn outside Parliament Building, Ottawa, to hear President Roosevelt address the two houses of the Canadian Parliament. Speaking from the dais outside the building, the President turns to Mr. Mackenzie King and says,
desperate land.
My own friend.
Bum 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 bum. Yoga Dad Films. Yay!